Well, good morning.
Hey, here we are.
You mind introduce yourself, sir?
Hey, man, y'all know what it is. It's 8 of them. It's Big Bell, Double A Network CEO, host of the Dad Group Project, TDGP Live, Bell and Zell, Bellamy's Random Rants, all that good stuff. And I work.
All right.
Kelly on the drum.
So I know you got a fashion show coming up. So tell me about the fashion show and how that works.
Man, so listen, I really don't know.
Huh?
I'm just playing. Mike. Come on.
I was like, hold on now.
It's early morning. Nah, man, September the 30th, me, James Goldsmith, my boy Brandon, Candace, the one, Martino, we're doing the fashion show. And we have some of the hottest designers, music, vendors, the host, LaPortia Hudson, man. Shout out to my co-host. Everything. It's like, I'm super excited. I'm super gassed. I've never did a fashion show.
Okay, so how did that idea start?
So me and James Goldsmith been kicking it for a minute. Like, shout out to James Goldsmith with Goldsmith Agency. Please do get some design by him. Okay. I know you do your thing, Mike. But, you know, I gotta promote. I gotta promote. Yeah, see, I'm cross promoting. He had hit me and he was like, "Yo, I think your energy would be good for a fashion show." Mm-hmm. And I was like, "All right, whatever. I'm with whatever. You know me, Mike." Yeah. And Candace was already aboard. Brandon was already aboard. And they already had their thing going. Mm-hmm. And at first, I was just gonna host. You know, me and another host. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, "Nah, man, you should partner in, bring double eggs." So double eggs is the new thing I'm working on. Right. So I'm trying to put it on everything. So now I'm Double Egg Network as far as, I don't know what you want to call it, an entity. And I'm the host. So it's a win-win. It's a double win.
So what is there one designer for the fashion show or is it a collection of
So I want to say, my math is bad. Okay. So I'm going to give you the rough estimate. It's 110 models. Okay. I think there's 11 designers. Okay. There's 5 musical numbers, and then we got something special for you at the end.
Okay, so can you name some of the designers?
So Mel asked me the same thing yesterday. Okay. I'm gonna tell everybody the same thing I told Mel. Go look up Rip the Runway Carolinas and go find these people for yourself.
Oh, okay, I heard.
Don't let me put it out for you. Y'all go give these people their dues. Don't do it because Bell says so. Just go look these people up.
Okay. So is there a particular designer that stands out to you that you happen to look up?
Well, shout out to Kayla May. Okay. My girl Kayla May from TDGP Live, Fupa Gang is definitely in this. You know I'm team Big Sis.
Team?
Yeah, I got to. There's a couple more. I don't want to say, man. I don't want to get political. I feel like I'll be picking sides. I don't want to pick sides. I might not get no free clothes. So I got to be careful. I want my free clothes.
Okay, so as far as that, you said it's September
30th.
30th, okay.
Saturday.
And then, so will there be some media coverage for that?
Yeah, the Come Up will be out there. Hood Savior will be there. Zale will be covering out there. I think James reached out to some local news agencies to see if we're going to get some coverage. To me, other bloggers galore. We want everybody to come out. This is good content for everybody. You know, I'm big on making content. So
absolutely.
Why not come to this event, make a bunch of content, and put it on your page? We all get to eat off one person or 4 people's idea.
Okay, so where is it actually going to be at?
It's going to be at the Phil Sweetley Center.
Okay, dope.
Yeah. I think that's cool because we kept it home based. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, "Oh, I know where that's at."
Yeah, and that's a reason for people to come there.
Because you know that's the home team.
Yeah, nostalgia is definitely powerful, especially today's time.
Perfect.
Yeah. So, okay, so you got the Double Egg Network. Now, how did that come about? Because I know initially it was just the Dad Group Project.
So, man, you know, we was podcasters. Okay. And we didn't know anything about what we was doing. We had no idea, like, what we was getting into. And then we played with it for months and months and months and months and months. And then, like, right before my eighth child was born, and my old lady was in the kitchen and she was making breakfast. Man, she cracked 1 egg and 2 yolks fell out.
Oh, okay. Just luck of the draw.
And we Googled it, and it was like 1 for every 2,000 eggs, this happens. Okay. So then I have 8 children. You know, if you take the infinity sign and you spin it like this, it looked like 2 eggs touching. Okay. And it just all like, one day I was in Pinky in the Brain, you know, and I was like, Double Egg Network. And then I was like, damn, what am I gonna do with that? I don't wanna call a show Double Egg Network. Right. What am I gonna? So then I was like, okay, how can I help people help other people? Okay. Cause like, I didn't have no big homies when I first started trying to be a podcaster, media. Yeah. You know, I just bumped into you. You gave me some free game, Mo gave me some game, Mel gave me some game. But it was like, I didn't really have nobody helping me. We just trying to figure it out. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start an entity that people can come sign to, be a part of, and use all the resources that I've ever got. anything as far as the knowledge, the connections, the coverage, the location, anything that you could possibly need to promote your brand. Double Leg Network wants to get behind it. So that's how it all came about. I want to help people.
Okay, so what services does Double Leg offer?
So all together, when you first come in, it's just super simple. It's like, you're gonna come to us and whatever you need, we're gonna give you. Like, I feel it's a lot of people have a lot of dope ideas. And then there's a lot of people that have dope ideas and no way to pursue those ideas. I've seen a lot of people have a lot of social media presence that need a microphone. Natasha Taylor, she's the first one we grabbed up for Double Leg Network. Talks with Tasha. She's gonna do a show called The Sit Down coming soon. It's like, we wanna give you that talk show, Black Queen, empowerment, coverage, but we don't want it to give you the Wendy Williams messy.
Okay, so you don't want messy, you just want informative.
I want a strong Black woman to be able to broadcast what's going on in the world, in our culture, in hip hop, in our community. I feel like our community gets overlooked. We're always talking about the fluff in the community. We never talking about the nitty gritty. You know, last time we shot the Friends, we talked about this. And I feel like The Sit Down is gonna give people an opportunity to be positive somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Bring that, just positivity behind it.
So is it gonna be an interview format, or is it gonna be more so just creating overall content? Or?
We're gonna start off just doing conversations. There may be a guest, may not be a guest, but our overall goal is she's gonna be your 4 o'clock Maury. She's gonna be your Steve Wilkos, your Jerry Springer. It's gonna be Natasha Taylor. You heard it here first. The Sit Down is gonna be your new daytime television.
Okay, and how did you run across her?
We went to school together. We were like neighbors when I was younger. Yeah, and then we went to high school together. And then we knew mutual people. And I always followed her social media because she's always that good morning inspiration. It's just her energy. It's just how she broadcasts herself. And she's not shy about it. Whether it's right or wrong, good or bad, she's gonna say what she says. And then she eloquently puts it together. It doesn't come off real snobbish or real bougie, but it doesn't come off like a pushover. It comes off like a nurturing energy. And then I've been playing with wanting to produce my own show. Because like if you look on Double Leg Network, most of the shows, I'm a character.
You're right, you're a feature, yeah.
Tired of seeing me.
Well, they don't see me no more.
You know what? You're really smart for this. We're gonna talk about this after camera, but and I've been playing with the show called The Sit Down, and I knew Maury was retiring, and I knew Steve Wilkos was doing this right here, and I knew Wendy Williams was going through her thing, and I was like, I'll get my own. And boom, there go Natasha Taylor. I'm telling you, The Sit Down will be the most dopest show coming 2024.
Okay, so do you have any other people, any other prospects that you kind of looking like, they might be a good look, or that might be a good look?
See, you the media now. You asking for, see, because you want information.
We ain't got nothing to talk about if you don't say that.
It's different whenever it's me asking you, now you want to get in there.
Hey, I'm behind the camera.
I'm going to say, prospects, I'm looking for anybody that has talent that needs somewhere to cultivate their talent. I feel like there's a lot of wild, raw talent in the upstate. There's a lot of it. And I feel like there's nowhere for people to go and like put it all together. I feel like we're gonna be that place. We need somewhere, like the Come Up. I feel like the Come Up's blueprint showed me something very well put together. It was a collection of ideas and people put together, and they used their individual bases to bring more people to the network. And I'm like, shit, that's smart as hell. Because at first it was just me, Kayla, and Ra. Then it was me, Kayla, Ra, and Zell. And it's me, Kayla, Ra. And it's like, the bigger it's starting to get, it's like, okay, it's more resources. I just feel like that's what people need. They need a cheat code. Do you play Grand Theft Auto?
I used to, yeah.
Did you play Grand Theft Auto with the code or without the code?
Without the code for the most part.
See, I'm a cheater. Put the unlimited ammo in. Let me have fun killing people and do my thing. So I say all that to say, I respect everybody's hard work and people that want to just do it on their own. I do. But if you want a cheat code, Double A Network.
Okay, I feel that. Yeah, there's people I do podcast consultations now. And when I sit down in front of them, sometimes they kind of give and I'm not saying this is factual, but sometimes they do get off the energy like, hey, could you just do everything and I'm gonna sit in front of the camera?
Yeah.
But that's not what I offer. I mean, I do offer that, but that costs too much to do. See what I'm saying? Whereas you offer it as well, and you wouldn't do that. I don't want to do that.
I don't mind doing that just because I like picking up other people's slack. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. I mean that to the point like, you're slacking because you don't know something.
Of course.
let me teach it to you.
Okay.
If you teach it to somebody else, we've just taught 3 people. If those 3 people teach 3 other people, it's just simple math.
Okay.
And I feel like if I can put enough people into the community with the right resources, we can make a stronger community.
Okay. I guess I'm stingy then, but
I'm not stingy. Remember we had this conversation about the giving the money and the hamburger.
Yeah, I just go about it a different way. I'll give you the information. I just don't want to sit and do all of this and somebody just gets to sit in front of it and reap the benefits.
That's why I didn't jump into this with a bunch of acts. I didn't jump into this with a bunch of ideas.
Right.
I'm gonna take Natasha Taylor and I'm gonna make the sit down the most polished show amongst the shows. Like I wanted to be up there.
Before you transition to adding another show. Okay,
I don't want to pick up too much too fast and then somebody gets left out. I feel like I've always been into music. And my biggest inspiration really is Jay-Z as far as business. Like just the way he sat down and like came from an artist to an entrepreneur to who he is now.
Now you got a museum, which is fire.
Crazy as shit. I want somebody to put yo, yo, yo on the side of a building in Greenville. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just that small thing. And it's just like, Yo Gotti, he showed me something with CMG. It was like, he took over being a master of what he was doing. And I was like, yeah, I like being on camera and yeah, I enjoy meeting people and all that, but I like putting it together. Okay. I like sitting on that side without sitting on that side. You better get a lot of crazy stuff from me, man. Double Ed Network about to put out, we got it's 8 of them, the reality TV show, me and my family, basically like the background of how does he balance 8 kids, work, and do this. Yeah. So that's coming 2024, shot by Zell, Majin Zell.
So tell me about Zell, though. How did you meet Zell?
Zell. You remember the cypher I did? You remember the cypher? So boom, I had lined up 2 camera guys 2 weeks beforehand. Okay. I'd already lined up the spot. Shout out to Lucky Luciano, my mans, easily. Everything was perfect. Everything was right. Man, 11:45 the night before, 12 hours before the shoot, both camera guys canceled on me. Both of them, like mysteriously. Like
any particular reason? Or
yeah, one of them,
I mean, you gotta put their business out there.
One of them, I don't even know, you don't know who they are. I can say what I say. Yeah. Nobody knows these people. One of them had got a really bad head cold.
Oh, damn.
And I was COVID. I'm like,
right, yeah.
I don't know what that is. You stay there. Then the other guy been hitting him all day, and he been on social media all day, but I ain't heard from him.
That'd be the worst, boy. I see you post something, but you don't reply to the text, and you using the same phone to make the post.
So it was 12:05. I'll never forget this. It was 12:05, and I'm scrolling through, and Zell just appears. I ain't know Zell before this. We were Facebook friends, but and we might have been, we in the same area.
But you didn't know him personally, right? Okay.
And I seen him with a camera. He had a picture with a camera in a bag. I just inboxed him. And I was like, yo, I'm doing this tomorrow easily. I'm shooting a cypher. I need a cameraman. What you want to do? All right, I'll be there tomorrow. Just didn't ask no questions, didn't ask no nothing.
He said, I'm with it.
Boom, he pulled up the next day and you got the cypher, end of the year cypher, bro. You got it. Yeah. And since then, we've been locked in. He was actually the first person that Double Egg really just grabbed up. Okay. I saw Zell before I think anybody else saw Zell. And I said that on camera, Zell, hey. I've been said Zell was fired. Even after the cypher, and I went back and we talked and we met up and we kind of kicked it. And I seen his work. Zell been fired. Okay. And I just feel like my creativity mixed with his already given talent is just like, it's steel sharpening steel. I feel like I make him sharpen up on that video. Right. He makes me tighten up on this side. Okay. So it's like.
Okay, here, younger guy, older guy, I don't even know what he looks like.
I tried to get him to come to this because nobody knows who Zell is. I keep telling this. Zell, we gonna drop an interview with just you. I want Mike to shoot it. Mike, after this, we gonna talk about this.
Like nothing.
Zell is young.
I follow him.
Man, Zell's 27. I don't say Zell's 26, 27. Okay. Got dreads. He's got a Majin tattoo right here.
Okay, because I seen that as his logo from Dragon Ball Z.
He's really got it right there. And you would never know Zell was Zell. You could walk past Zell and not know that's the guy that's putting out what you've been watching. Okay. So shout out to Zell, man.
So y'all just tag teaming it. Y'all just, hey, we're doing this and we go.
Everything. Anything that I do that involves me, I put Zell involved. Okay. Like, even when somebody calls me, just for bail, nah, man, I need Zell too.
Okay.
Just because that's my guy. I feel like Zell was one of the first few people that wanted to work with me when he knew I didn't know what I was doing.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so like y'all mutually gave each other a shot, so to speak?
Yeah, basically. Like Juice Proof, shout out to TBS Studios. We shot the Dad Group project. He's the first one to give me a real shot. Okay. And then it was like Jeb Street Capital, where we shoot the TV show. And then it was like Zell. Zell was one of the few peers that I met that knew I couldn't, you know, I ain't balling, I ain't got no Lambo truck, we ain't doing none of that.
Well, ain't none of us got none of that.
I just got hard work for you in a dream.
Yeah.
And he signed up for it, and then we've been hard working in a dream. Like I said, Bell and Zell, that's one of my our most fireest shows right now because that POV vlog, you're right there where you need to be at.
So how did y'all come up with the Bell and Zell vlogs?
SC Lo-Fi. We was at SC Lo-Fi, and I was trying to figure out a transition between. Somebody asked me a really good question. What's the difference between the Dad Group Project and Bellamy's Random Rants? I think you asked me that.
I might have.
And I sat on that for a long time. I was like, damn, am I really doing 2 shows? So then I was like, let's not do the Dad Group Project podcast. I'm gonna do a live audience show. Okay. So then that made that look way different than Bellamy's Random Rants.
I got you, okay.
And then Bellamy's Random Rants, we always had this leftover B-roll. And then vlogging is a quick way to get views. People's attention span is short. If you can make somebody watch 8 minutes and some music behind it and let them see what they want to see, they're gonna tune in. And then before you know it, we was taking our B-roll. Now you got vlogging with Bell and Zell, and you get a Bellamy's Random Rants. So it's like you always get a double drop from us.
So but so that's how the rants came?
No, the Bellamy's Random Rants started on Snapchat for 7 years ago.
Huh?
I think I told the story. Maybe I didn't. When Snap first dropped, you know how you could just keep putting up stuff. It's before Facebook had the story.
Okay.
So Snap,
I think Snap invented the story, didn't it?
You could put a billion things in that story and it's set for 24 hours.
Right.
So this is during the time that I was going through all my nonsense with child support and the back and forth for that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And what I would do is I had nobody else to talk to. Nobody gave a fuck. So I jumped on Snap and I would just rant. And then it started like streamlining. And then I even had people, my kids be like, Bert, Bellamy's Random Rants. And then I gave up on it. I didn't see, it was before media like took off and you knew you could make a bunch of money being on YouTube and stuff like that. So I put it up. And then when I came back around, Arson from Simpsonville, shout out to my boy AR, he was my first Bellamy's Random Rants with a person. He was actually my first interview with a person. Okay. And then before you know it, it was like, it just kept getting bigger. Huh?
Is that on your page?
That interview was on Josh's page. We shared a bunch. Before we knew what we was doing.
Of course, yeah.
Man, I had an iPad, my homeboy Doobie, Shorty Rail, and him in the living room, and we just shot an interview. It was before I knew anything about this, you know what I'm saying? It was just like my first shot at it. So that's what Bellamy Random Rants kind of circumvented. And then the vlog thing, we always had B-roll. Like the Birdie interview, and I got so much B-roll for Birdie, like, I like to get a lot of B-roll, because this is history. Okay. This is history right here with Greenville. Greenville wasn't doing this 5 years ago. This is history what's going on.
Okay, so do you have any ideas or plans for all the B-roll?
Yeah.
We talked about it earlier, I didn't know we were going to talk about it on here. If you don't want to, we're not going to talk about it.
That's my nest egg. That's what's going to put me on my yacht with my Lambo truck and all my keys with old lady and all that. That idea I told you, that's the one. Okay. Me, you, Mo, Mel Lloyd, Quincy, Hood Savior, HTB, it's a bunch of people I reached out to. And this idea is gonna be, gonna be cool.
Well, we'll keep that under lock and key. But,
people steal. Have you noticed how everybody's saying yo, yo, yo all of a sudden? I don't know, man. All of a sudden, everybody's saying their intro, yo, yo, yo. Whoa.
Like I told you, I say good morning or good afternoon, depending on the time of the day.
But I told you why I did that.
I know.
I told you why I did that. DJ Envy, good morning, welcome to the Breakfast Club. I promise you, I've been saying yo, 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 it's Bellamy's Random Rants. Yo, 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 it's the Dad. Yo, yo, yo has been my intro, because I couldn't figure out anything else to say. My first podcast, I looked at Kayla, was like, man, what I'm gonna say? You better say something. Rogers over there like, boy, I don't know. Yo, 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 it's the Dad Group Project. And then there it was. Yeah. And I've been saying that for everything. So shout out to everybody that's using the yo right now.
No, I appreciate it. It took us about maybe a good hour and a half to come up with our intro for Nosy. We was trying to figure out, like you said, something that we could say every time that wasn't just super standard, you know what I mean? So I feel you on that. So what do you have coming in between now and the fashion show?
Man, a lot. I have a lot. I like to work, man, so hit my inbox. Say something to me. Me and Zell are gonna do a food truck POV entrepreneur thing. We're gonna ride with this young lady on her food truck while she does her thing, and I'm gonna be working on the food truck. Zell gonna record it, and we're gonna do her interview. Okay, cool. That's coming soon.
Wait, how'd that come about? Because that's a little different. The average person ain't gonna let somebody just be in their food truck.
You know, I'm the same guy that just got a tattoo for 5 hours and shot an interview.
It looked nice.
I'm gonna keep giving people something You said something to me last night, 2 nights ago. You was like, I can give you the cheat code, but you're not gonna do the same thing I'm gonna do with it.
Yeah. That's
Anybody can make POV interview style. You could have been doing this.
Yeah.
Me walking down Pollard Road in Simpsonville. Pollard Road been in Simpsonville for how long?
Forever.
Solid Ink right here in Simpsonville. She's been tattooing she's been right here. Wow. Anybody can do this.
You know what's funny? Oh, go ahead.
I'm not, but it's just the point. Anybody can do it, but are you gonna go do it?
You know what's funny though? When I was in the Navy, I bought a little cheap, I thought it was 4K, might not have been 4K. And I started like when we were pulling the different ports, I would like do, I guess, selfie video or record myself, and I would call them Hood Chronicles.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I lost a little camera, but that was kind of,
Yeah.
this was 2010? 11, yeah. So I get what you're saying. We've always, not always, our generation has fun.
The ability to do it has
yeah.
been there.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I'm with whatever. Like, you wanna go skydiving and shoot an interview? Come on. You wanna go bungee jump and do an interview? Come on. Like, there's nothing that you can scare tactic me out of. And I think that's what's gonna make the Dad Group, the TDGP Live was my funnest show because I feel like I'm the first one to put a studio audience in front of me and perform and do this. It's the first one to do it.
So what made you do that though?
To be the first one to do it.
I mean, like, where'd the idea come from? Not, not the why, but, well, kind of the why, but.
So the podcast thing, I just felt like I couldn't keep up. I was looking at who was, when I create content, I look at my peers as inspiration.
Okay.
If you shoot a dope ass interview, which you normally do, I'm like, okay, then man, fuck Mike. I got to dunk on Mike. I feel like you, Mel, SB and them guys, Keys, I feel like they make me want to do more, faster, better, stronger. And I was like, okay, all them guys are doing the podcast thing. That's cool. Y'all killing me, literally. Your aesthetics, the backdrop, all that, y'all are killing me. I can't keep up with you. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put a live group of people in front of me and make them talk to me. Y'all aren't doing that.
Nah.
And then from now, it just took off by itself. Cause it was like, I needed to find a way to make myself stand out.
Okay.
What I like to capitalize on the best parts of me. And that was the best part of me, is people.
Yeah. That's good though, because that gives you the opportunity to interact with the people who normally watch or listen anyway.
Because you gotta think, I've seen the Ellen show. It doesn't make me go crazy.
No, I don't watch that.
But you know what did make me go crazy? 106 and Park.
Yeah, it was fire.
You know what I'm saying? Like when BET early 2000s, when they were letting people be engaged with these artists and they could I was like, I'm gonna do that.
But I think what killed 106 Apart, just my opinion, is YouTube. Because you weren't limited to, I can only see this music video on TV. Now I can watch it using the bathroom, you know what I mean?
You asked me what's next. Me and Zell are putting something together, and I don't even mind telling you, because I dare somebody to try it. Like, come on.
Well, this ain't gonna come out for like a month and a half.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, because I got like 7
I don't know when me and Zell gonna put this out, but Zell put up an idea. He was like, man, we should do a indie, like 106 and Park type deal, right? And I was like, all right. So we gonna bring a show to the Double Egg Network where every 2 weeks we're gonna give you the top 10. We're gonna let you vote for who the top 10 is as far as the music. They have to have a video, of course, because you wanna watch it.
Right.
And we're gonna put together our own like rendition of music and entertainment with music videos.
Okay. That's kind of cool. The only catch is you got to make sure you got enough music videos to choose from.
So I'm not limited because if I did indie, I know for a fact that the upstate is popping, but so is everybody else.
Right.
The bottom of the state is putting out a bunch of artists that are putting out visuals.
Yeah, people just don't
so
live
it's like,
down there. So
I'm not
going
gonna limit it. I want this to tie South Carolina together. I want, our music to touch down there in Low Country. I want Low Country to touch over here, close to Myrtle Beach. I want to tie us all together. And I don't want to be political with it.
Oh, gotcha.
It's not gonna be it's only gonna be my homies. It ain't gonna just be De Niro, Arson, Flame Flizzle, Carolina Blue. No, it ain't gonna be people I just were, or Lucky, or you know what I'm saying? None of those people. They're gonna be on there, of course, but I'm not gonna center it around them. I want this to be a non-bias, non-whatever.
So maybe do like a poll on
That's what we're gonna do, a poll. It's polling. I've seen some of these things that have been coming out here lately, and they're like super slighted. You could tell they're only appealing to one group of people.
Yeah, we talked about it a little.
I ain't knocking nobody. I respect it. Do what you do. But I don't want that in my business. I want it to be non-biased. I want people to see Double A. They're like, oh, okay. We know we can bring whatever to them. I'm not gonna be in between feuds. I ain't gonna be picking sides and rappers is beefing. I ain't doing none of that. I'm just here to promote what you got going on. Okay. Nothing more, nothing less.
Okay. So in addition to creating content, you want to also promote others.
Yeah, that's why the double egg thing came about. Like I said in the top, the sit down, I've been had this idea, man, for like 4 years. And I didn't want it to be about me. I didn't want another show about me. I didn't want to be saw on camera. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do any of that. And like I said, her energy was just like, yeah.
Okay, so what do you think makes a person prefer to be in front of the camera versus behind the camera? Because some people want one or the other.
Security.
What you mean?
I'm not insecure.
Okay.
Right? Like,
oh, I thought you meant financial security.
No. Think about it. You can do things way cheaper, way faster than a lot of people know. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's the insecurity of people. So like, when I shot the interview with the tattoo, bro, I low-key like fasted for like 5 days. I was on a water diet because I didn't want to get fat shamed. I got my shirt off. I'm like, bro, don't dad bod me. I got 8 kids. They gonna kill me, Mike. They gonna kill me. So I fasted, man. I was working out. I'm in the house. I'm trying to get right. And I feel like some people have to use this to get on the other side. Okay. And I feel like there's some people that just need to be on this side. For me personally, I said this my first time shooting anything. I don't want to do this forever. I like exactly what Jay-Z does.
But you can talk forever, though.
Yeah.
You're never too old to talk in front of a camera.
That's talking, and this is different.
How so?
How I put it. I don't always have to be in front of a camera to be talking. Like, at some point in my career, I want my mouth to be at colleges doing the end ceremony speeches. Okay. I want to start doing motivational speaking. I want to start talking to the youth and doing something. I want to do something positive. This is what's going to give me a means to do the positivity I want to do. But I don't always have to be on camera. Man, in my latter years of my career, you're not going to see me. You'll see Double Egg Network. But I'll be doing a lot of talking.
So the umbrella will exist, but for lack of better words, your face won't exist.
That's why I said Jay-Z. He picks and chooses. Can you name the last Jay-Z song you played in your car? Honestly?
Yeah,
not a feature.
No, I was listening to the first Blueprint.
I'm a Jay-Z fan, so I hate to ask you that. But you know what I'm saying? What's the last time he had something on the radio playing besides God did?
Well, see, my thing is, oddly enough, only time I really listen to music is when I'm at the gym. So I've been going back to, like, I've been listening to the documentary, trap music. Not to be
that Birdie. You need to listen to that Birdie.
Oh,
that Birdie, oh Jesus, that if Wobson was a snowman. That bring that 08.
Yeah, that's why I've been listening to because I kind of burnt up my gym playlist. Like it's the same. It's like 40 songs, but it's kind of
it just rotates.
Oh,
I have an infinity track list.
A who?
An infinity track list.
What you mean?
Basically, these are the songs that I liked so much that I want to listen to these songs 3-4 years from now. So on my Apple Music, if I hear a song now and I think it's gonna be like, I'm still gonna want that over here, I'll move it to my infinity track list. My infinity track list go back like 7 years.
Oh, damn.
And when I put it on shuffle,
so you don't run out, yeah.
Never run out.
Okay, so I got a few playlists. I got one that's for like if I'm feeling down, it's like them deep ass rap songs. I got a cruising playlist.
I got those. I got the bedroom music.
Yeah. I've been trying to go back to older music that I really enjoyed just to have something fresh, so to speak.
Right.
But damn, I lost my train.
No, I didn't. I was with it. I was like, yeah, this is getting good. You know me, we do this, man.
Yeah.
Basically like how Jay-Z did it. Like Jay-Z.
Oh yeah, that's why
Jay-Z,
I said the Blueprint.
When he did God Did, people miss why that was such a big deal.
Okay.
It's been a long time since we seen Jay-Z get. You could feel the bravado. You could feel the confidence. And I feel like that's what I want for my career in my latter years, that when you do get me on camera,
it's an event.
It's an event. Okay. It's not just another, there goes Marcus.
Oh, I got you.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's crazy. I think, for me, I live in a whole different other world. Like, we're in 2022, but my brain be in 2030. I know you ain't supposed to live faster, you count your days. What they say, old folks say, you count your days, living like that. But it's like, I have to, man. I have 8 kids. If I'm not living in the future for them, I shouldn't even be living. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you're basically setting the milestones in the future.
I have to. I have to set this precedent all the time because they exist. The cost of living right now is astronomical. What if all 8 of my kids want to go to college?
That'd be dope, but it'd be expensive.
Who gonna pay for it? Bell gotta pay for it. So tune in. Click my link, man. Damn.
So what is the official 1-year anniversary of Double Egg?
I gotta Google it. Oh, I don't know. I would have to say it's the day that Brittany broke that egg. I probably could look in my phone because we took a picture of the egg.
Oh, okay.
So I can probably look back in my phone. I'll get it to you. Okay. I would say the official date of Double Leg Network would be that Facebook post. I think that's the first time like I announced it because I've been working on it for months before I even announced it. So I think, I don't know. Damn, Mike.
No, the reason I ask is because do you want to do anything for the 1-year anniversary?
No.
No? What about the 5-year?
I don't know. No, maybe. I'm gonna say why I don't want to do a 1 year. I did a 1 year for the Dad Group project, and that was so memorable. I almost don't want to do nothing else because that was an amazing moment. You feel me? Like that was the first time me, Kayla, and Ra transitioned into our new hemisphere of what we do for media, and we was in front of our loved ones. Like I can never get that back. I can never relive that moment. Now they probably want to do a 1 year anniversary for Double Leg, but
I mean, you could technically do a showcase of all the different shows. It'd almost be like
I tell you what, I'll do it if you produce it and Zell shoots it. I'll do it.
I'm lazy, but I can.
No, we ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do this, Vlad. No, you gonna give me a definite answer.
I'll be chilling, man.
Okay, so
I do these when I feel like it. I mean.
So this is a year from now. I'll get you a definite date for Double Leg. Okay. We'll do a showcase. Matter of fact, we'll do a showcase show. We'll do a showcase
something
episode.
like, and I mean, I don't mind giving out game, but you can do something like get you a nice flat screen and like you can have, for example, you could do a live version of the sit down, since that's one of the shows, and then you can showcase some of your highlights from the rants as well as the vlogs. And then if you shoot all of it, that's more content.
Now, all that sounds good.
And you could bring the Dad Group project in.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yes, sir.
Zell shoots it, you produce it. Yes or no? Yay or nay, Mr. Skillet?
Oh, yes, sir, I could do that.
There we go. I'm demanding, bro. I feel like y'all are too talented. I want to work with so many different people, like VoiceBox.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this funny story. I'm gonna tell a story because I think it's funny. So I inboxed him, and he's probably gonna see this and be like, this is funny too. Yo, I inboxed him, and I was just like, I've never tried to felt like a, like a fan. Because I've worked with a lot of people that I'm a fan of what they do.
I don't mind being a fan, it don't bother me.
And I don't like to come off that way because you never know how it's reciprocated on the other side. You don't know how that, I get a lot of inboxes to do stuff, and sometimes they're really good ideas, but the way it was pitched to me, it turns me off.
Give me an example. Don't name the person, but just like, give me an example of how the pitch turned you off.
It was more like, it was too fake. It wasn't real.
What do you mean?
It lacked genuineness to it. I hate telling stories. Jed, Street Capital.
Okay.
Man, I wanted to use his spot to do the first live show. Buddy, I called him, I got his number. Shout out to Mo. I ain't gonna drop all that, but shout out to Mo. We good now. Yeah. He gave me his number, I called him. He was like, yo, I got 5 or 6 minutes. You get up here, I'll talk to you. Yeah. I had to spill everything about the TDGP Live to this man who he had his own business. He's got his own, he had no reason to even just talk to me in 6 minutes. Whew. And I did, because now you got TDGP Live. And I feel like that kind of genuineness is what I want so you pitch to me. Give me everything, because I'm so raw with my energy, and when I work, you have to give me that back for me to want to work with you. Your energy has to be.
Some people, I think a lot of people are really terrified to say what their ideas are out of fear somebody's gonna steal it.
That's fine, and I get that, but when you can't say that, okay, this guy over here has a network, I have an idea, I'm not gonna pitch it.
Right, because you wouldn't do that with CBS or NBC or Fox. You're gonna tell them the whole idea.
If I have to invest in you, you're gonna have to show and why am I investing? Because none of this is free.
Right, hell no.
None of this is free. Yeah. Okay then, so it's like, yeah, that's how I'm thinking about it.
I get what you're saying. I have people, not in abundance, but I had a couple people, yo, I want to be on the show. And then, and I don't mean any insult to these people. I listen to
Of course, I respect.
And it's not my cup of tea. I will say I've listened to some that, for me, it sucks. And so it makes it harder to sit down and do an interview if they're an artist and I don't like their music. Because I don't want to sit here and talk shit about their music. So it reduces the amount of curiosity I have about them. Like when I did the interview with Arson the other day. Like listening to his album, I listened to it and I really enjoyed it.
Which one? Franklin, you listen to Franklin Saint, or did you play Winter, Summer, Summer?
Well, Winter,
Summer, Winter, Madness, Summer, Madness. Winter, Sadness, Summer, Madness.
Yeah, there you go.
There it is.
That one came out Friday, so I've been listening to the Saint. and I heard that song Naysay, and it let me know like he had been through a lot of loss.
You felt
and
that.
so I was able to ask that because I enjoyed the music,
Right.
and it allows me to have more questions. But if I listen to music and I don't like it, I'm not going back to it, so it doesn't build any curiosity to say, hey. So
because you don't like it.
Yeah, and I don't mean it as a shot. It just makes it hard to interview a person.
I have not bumped into, I'm going to say that on camera. Yeah, I haven't bumped into anybody who's been like, yo, I want to do this. I want to do a Bellamy Journey Rant, so I want to do a vlog. And I ain't like their music. Like, all of mine, I feel like
I'll tell you after we get done.
I've enjoyed, Streetport Bronx, Birdie, O Dizzy, who else have I interviewed? De Niro, yeah, all them guys.
Well, everybody who has been here, I do enjoy the music. But I'm just saying.
I haven't even got pitched to nobody that I don't like their music.
Really?
People don't pitch stuff to me anymore. It's almost like they don't like me anymore. I feel like I was, true story, I feel like people was throwing me a lot of stuff that wanted to work, and then I started working, and then it was like crickets. Like, it's very rare somebody just inboxes me like, yo, like Birdie, shout out to my boy Birdie. I didn't know Birdie.
Oh, you know Birdie? Okay.
I've never met him, I knew his music.
Yeah, I know of Birdie, I've never met him.
Me either. I shot the one with, we shot the one with Bronx. Shout out to you though, because you the reason I got that Birdie interview. I'm be real. He was like, yo, I like what you're doing over here with this. I want to do this over here. And then, boom, boom, boom. Now we got If Waltz Was a Snowman, the interview. So it's like, I love working with talent. That's why I say when somebody pitches me something, because like ever since I said the double leg network thing, now I get pitched ideas.
Okay.
I still get the inboxes to work. I always get those, because I feel like everybody wants to be showcased for their talent.
Yeah.
I don't mind
Everybody
showcasing.
want to be shot on 4K.
Come on now.
Yeah.
But as far as the pitches, it's genuine. Don't compliment me a lot. Like, I had one that was like super braggadocious about what they was gonna do for this and how they could make this better for me and da-da-da-da-da. And I didn't like that because I'm not trying to do that. I'm telling you, I work hard and I'm looking for people that's gonna work hard and we're gonna work hard together.
So you don't have to oversell on yourself, or you mean oversell you?
Don't try to gas me so I'll say something to you. I'd rather you just come to me about it. Like, yo, this is what I'm thinking. And if you don't want me to steal, you don't want to write it down, you can call me like, hey,
right.
You mind if I chop it up with you?
Yeah.
I've got some crazy inboxes, some crazy ideds. Like,
yeah, mine is very regular.
I had somebody, I don't mind talking about it. I'm thinking about doing it, and I hope I don't get in trouble for this.
What's that?
Because my kids over there, I got to talk about this the right way. Hey, y'all cover y'all ears, please. Cover your ears. Come on. Come on. So it was pitched to me through someone else about doing a documentary on OnlyFans, about the lifestyle and what these individuals and these young men and women go through living this lifestyle, because you can't be showcasing your body like that. And
they kind of have that, but it's based around the hub.
So
it's actually really good too.
The one that was pitched to me was more like, these are regular people.
Yeah, they
have children.
In their bedrooms and shit, yeah.
So there's a lifestyle behind that, because you have to think, what if you have a 16-year-old child?
Right, and you try your best to shield your kids from it. Yeah.
You can't. But somebody wanted to do an in-depth, like, synopsis of that.
Okay.
And the way I wanted to do it, but just the way it was pitched to me was just like, that just sounded like you just trying to be soft.
Oh, okay.
You just wanted
they actually want to tell a story.
Yes, I want to shoot it in a professional bravado, not
I'm on camera.
Something explicit and nah.
Oh, they trying to get behind the scenes.
Nah. I'm not opposed to anything, because we're all grown-ups, and I don't have to.
Yeah, but you can't even, who are you supposed to sell that to once it's complete?
It was the way it wanted to be shot. I didn't mind getting the footage and going like, how I put it?
Fine-tooth comb it?
Yes, super fun.
Yeah, because not trying to get sued.
Yeah. Super fun.
Yeah.
But I was cool with it. But then the pitch was just real explicit, and it was just more like, it was more raunchy than it was professional. Yeah, and I didn't like that. Yeah. I didn't like that, because everything I like to do is professional. Like even at like Birdie's event, the young women, the bottle ladies, they were in what they was in, you know, shout out to them. But I made sure to showcase that in a tasteful manner.
Right.
I didn't try to like make that a centerpiece. Like, I'm gonna go watch this vlog with Bill, because
that's not even what it's about. That's icing.
I respect them for what they do. Yeah. I appreciate them for even wanting to be a part of the project. But I wanted to show everybody at their most tasteful. That's why it says 21 or over to watch. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Everything has to be done in good taste. You can capture everything. It's gotta be good taste.
Okay, I can dig that.
I might do that OnlyFans ones though, just because I think that idea is dope. Because think about it. Everybody was tripping about that Freaknik thing, documentary.
It ain't even came out yet.
But what's gonna happen in 15 years, ladies and gentlemen, when our children are in school with others' children and you're bumping into so-and-so's mom and daddy doing that? Who's gonna talk about that? Y'all talking about Freaknik, okay. That's old VHS beta. Y'all cutting up in 4K. I'm curious, because it's coming. It's gonna be a wave of never before in the history of us is there gonna be a group of children who are so attached to that that industry. Because they have offspring. Usually that porn used to be shot in California.
Yeah, only
There's somebody in this building right
doing it now, yeah.
They have offspring, they have brothers, they have families. What happens whenever you in school and somebody say something about your mom?
I don't know, same thing with the Kardashians.
What happens with your dad? Yeah.
Yeah.
But now it's gonna be bigger. Kim Kardashian is Kim Kardashian.
Right, but
we're
everybody
gonna have a
yeah.
wave of these children. And this is no disrespect to anybody. I respect everybody. I'm just pointing out the truth. Yeah, it's coming. It's just me though. We might need to talk about that on the fan. I think, I don't know, it's the story. It's the pitch. Pitch it to me right.
Well, you crazy. Like I said, I'm just gonna do what I want to do. But I do get what you're saying. But I think people do have to get away from that fear of, oh my God, somebody's gonna steal my idea. Because everything we're doing, this ain't nothing new under the sun. It's a whole other person.
Somebody did this yesterday.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's somebody that's got podcasts, movies. Like there's nothing new under the sun. And so I think being afraid of, it's like what we were talking about the other day. I said we can literally buy the exact same equipment, shoot the exact same idea or whatever you want to call it, and it's not going to look the same because you're a different person than I am. Your brain works different than I do. So I do agree. Like people got to get away from being afraid to share their idea with somebody. I'm not saying give them all the game, but
my mother-in-law told me, she was like, you be quiet. She was like, cause you really just be putting stuff on the internet and like just letting people be like, damn, I could do that. I could do it. Cause I done, especially with the Dad Group project, I didn't own any of that at the time. I didn't own anything. I didn't buy that. I didn't do that. She's like, you need to stop. And I respected that for a long time till I got all my ducks in a row. Now, still it. My name is Marcus Bellamy on Facebook. It's 8 of them on Twitter. Still it. It's here. Take it. Go forth. Be great with it. Cause I dunk.
I feel that.
You missed the rim messing with me, boy. It's gonna show. That's all I'm gonna say. Still it though. Do your thing.
So you got the fashion show coming. You got the sit down with the young lady,
Natasha Taylor. Yo.
And then we got the vlogs. We got
TDGP Live with Kayla May and Rah Barber.
Okay. And so what's coming between the fashion show and the end of the year?
Work. You're gonna see more me sit back in a CEO box.
Okay.
You know, I feel like I invested a lot into my career these last 18 months. And it's crazy because somebody asked me, like, how long you been doing this? Like 3-4 years? Nah, bro, March 29th, 2022 was the first time I ever did anything like this. It's only been I'm getting pretty good. Now, I'm gonna invest in my team. I want to see Zell excel exponentially. I like to see my manager Y excel exponentially. I like to see Natasha Taylor, Kayla May, Rah Barber. I want these people to excel. So I think the last 6 months, you'll see me do interviews and I'll still be doing my normal. Yeah. It'll be maybe a little bit less frequent, but you'll see a lot of the team. The next 6 months is I want to make my team like name brand. I want you to be able to cut your TV on and want to say, you know, Fupa Gang or The Sit Down or whoever, like, I want to invest in them. I want them to be the best people they can be. So I'm going to shout out to Double A Network, shout out to Zell, Y, Natasha Taylor, Kayla May, Rah. It's 8 of them, the misses, all that good stuff. And shout out to Band-Aid Studios and the Come Up. See, I'm cross-branded.
I see.
I've been waiting for you to ask me why. That's what I've been waiting on. You never asked me. You ain't asked me. You ain't asked me why I'm cross-branded.
Well, I know why, so.
Why am I cross-branded, Mike? You don't know me.
Go ahead then, sir.
No. You said you know.
I do.
Why you know? Why am I cross-branded?
Because I have eyes. I got 4 of them. There's 4 of them.
Don't you do that. We was talking about stealing. Don't you do that.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Nah, man. I love the cross-brand thing just because I wanted to prove a point. It really was some symbolism. I felt like I had to do it here because I like what you do. I have the highest respect for what you do on Nosy with Friend, on all that. I respect you like as an artist. It's like, you're like my big homie, you're like my big brother.
I'm just an old fart, man.
But I learned a lot from the old fart. I keep you close. I keep my fart closed, you know what I'm saying? And I see him in a lot of train of thought.
Cross-branding.
There it is. I want to prove a point. I could have came on here wearing a Double Leg Network shirt, Double A Network had Double A Network shirt. I could have my kids in Double A Network, everything, and that's all we could have talked about. The point I was trying to prove is it doesn't matter who kicks the door, as long as one of us kicks it. So let's say somebody sees this interview and loves this hat. Now Bronx is on. That brings eyes to where I'm at, right? Let's say somebody likes this shirt and goes to Google to come up and goes to YouTube and likes what they do. And that brings, let's say Interscope's like, damn, we like to come up. Or Hot 101 says like, damn, we like to come up. That brings attention here. Like I've been saying this, man, I don't care who hit it first. I swear I don't care. I just want my piece of the pie.
I feel that.
So I'm gonna keep cross-branding. So shout out to Band-Aid and Band-Aid Studios in Streetport, Bronx, man. Shout out to the Come Up Radio, man. Quincy, Mel, Yunny, Glow, Izzy, Bite Size. Shout out to them.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right.
I've been spreading love this whole episode. I love it. I want everybody to win.
All right, and on that note, where can they find you, sir?
Man, don't look up none of my social media. Please just go to Double A Network on YouTube, hit like, subscribe, hit that bell. That's the first time I've ever said that.
Yeah,
I practiced that with my son this morning, bro. He was like, you got to say it, Dad. Nah, man, just Double A Network. That's where you can find me. Come watch. Come enjoy some good entertainment, some good history making, some good everything. Just come see.
Yes, sir. All right, well, thank you for listening.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man. It's 8 of them.
My